We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting to the end. Bum, bum, bum. Because we are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, because we are the champions of the world. Oh, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. This new Netflix original series, We Are the Champions, really could fit into the wide world of sports, with the emphasis on wide. This series is executively produced and narrated by Rainn Wilson from The Office. And he lends just a bit of witty sarcasm and the intonation in his voice that makes it pleasing to hear. This show covers what some might call fringe sports. Those that don't get a lot of spotlight on them, but have rabid fans and competitors. There's the cheese rolling competition in England. It's terrifying but hilarious to watch. I'd love to attend sometime, probably not to participate, more as a spectator. I mean, if I was sufficiently inebriated enough so that I didn't like brace at everything, you know, as I'm just this wildly uncontrolled fall down this massive hill chasing a rolling block of cheese, well then, you know, that might be fun. There's chili eating, and I'm not talking about the beans and meat type of chili. I'm talking hot chili peppers. And these peppers that the competitors eat are on a whole different level. I love the personal stories that come from this episode. I mean, they're touching and they're heartwarming, but they're also very entertaining. There's fantasy hairstyling. And this one is fun, but it makes my neck hurt. I mean, the styles are amazing, but they look really tall and really heavy and awkward to kind of balance on your neck. And this is a very serious competition with some really good creativity that the hairstylists throw in. And it's just this expression of creativity, these artists at work with a different type of medium. And so it's really awesome to watch. It's awesome to hear their stories and just to see how they go about things and what winning this competition means for them and for their future. There's dog dancing. Yeah, it's a thing, and it's huge in certain circles. We get to see a full-blown Russian dog dancing team, and they are just trying to dominate the sport. It's fun to get to know them and to see their process as they go along and how they work in just between themselves and what their common goal is, because they wish to elevate this sport to something more. And as you watch it, I mean, the people, they're just as interesting as the dogs. There's frog jumping, and this is probably one of the most widely known out of the ones that they highlight because of Mr. Mark Twain. This happens every year just right up the road from me at the Calaveras County Frog Jumping Contest. And I'm kind of ashamed to say that as long as I've lived in California, which is pretty much all of my life, I have never attended. It's cool and interesting to see all the people and the generations of people involved in this competition. And they're competitive, which is really funny because you're just talking about a little amphibian, right? Yeah. And the frogs are cute, but how well they take care of the frogs too, because these are their competitors. I mean, the people are the kind of the competitors, but really they're not doing any of the work. But it's kind of fun to see how they train, how they get ready for the competition. And then once it begins, the level of excitement that's actually there, even for us watching it on the screen. I mean, it was exciting. It was fun to just take part in virtually. Then there's yo-yos. I mean, many of us are familiar with Tommy Smothers and his just amazing feats with the yo-yo. But this takes a look at a whole new generation. I mean, most of the competitors in this episode, they're under 20 years old. And so what they're able to do in their relative young age is phenomenal. I mean, it's really surprising that most of them, or all of them, I guess, have their teeth and aren't disfigured by facial scars. Because I know that if I were trying out some of the things that they're doing and how quickly they're doing it, I would give myself a concussion, I would knock myself out, and I would chip more than one tooth. I love the niche crowd that this sport draws. And you even, the self-proclaimed people that are taking part in this, they're not great at sports. A lot of them are even introverts. And so it's really wonderful in this series to just see, not only in this episode, but the overall series, to see how people come out of their shells, that they have found something that they're great at. While it may not be widely accepted or even widely known, they still can excel at it. They can have a lot of fun, and they can come out of their shells and they can excel in a way that really shows the world what great people they were, except they were just kind of hiding because they were shy. Each of the episodes is only 30 minutes, and it is a very quick but very uplifting watch. Like I said, the narration is from Rainn Wilson, and it's witty, it's funny to listen to, but he does a great job of telling the story, and they visually tell the story of all of these competitors. I love hearing and seeing all of the camaraderie and friendship that is built as a result of these people taking part in these fringe sports. I mean, you get to see people from all walks of life competing together. And there's no boundaries, there's no walls up or anything else. These are just people who have a common love for something and they're going at it full bore. And it's not always smiles and rainbows. I mean, there is disappointment because this is a competition. Not everybody wins, not everybody gets a trophy. But to see them all participate together and to just root on each other and that, like I said, the camaraderie that is built, that loyalty, that friendship that grows from these competitions, it's so inspiring to watch. There's no sex, nudity, or violence, but there is some profanity. Now, I'm not sure if I would classify this as a documentary, and if so, well, then I would highly recommend that you check this out, that you add it to your watch list. It's coming out on Netflix in just a couple of days. But if I was going to classify it as a show, then I'd give it 4.5 out of 5 couches. Have you ever participated in or watched a sport where other people would consider it fringe? What is that? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me. I can never hear this song and not think of Chicken Little, the Disney animated film. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Bum, bum, bum. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Zach Braff killed it in that. I love that movie. It's so awesome. Bye.